Well, how's the spring gone in the new offense for you?
Spring's been going good. A lot of ups and flows just throughout the spring, learning a new offense. But I feel like coming towards the end, I think we've built a lot.
What is different as a quarterback, or what kind of stuff does Coach Monty emphasize for quarterbacks a lot?
Just progressions and pre-snap. We want to be quick through the reads because we want to push the ball down the field and open it up with the run game too.
What's been the last week plus like getting first team reps now with Kyron being held out for precautionary reasons, getting a chance to work with those guys?
It's been going good. We rotate a lot between the ones and twos. Some days some guys go with the ones, some days they go with the twos. So I mean I've been getting the same work between the ones and the twos, but I feel like it's always good to go out there and for me to set the tone for practice.
Especially with the new offense, has that allowed you, getting those first team reps, allowed you to pick things up faster?
Yeah. I mean, the second team reps have been almost the same as the first team reps for the most part. But I would say being with the ones, yeah, it helped me more.
What's Coach Montgomery been like as a coach in terms of teaching you, and what have you learned from him so far?
Being with Monty, I love it. He came in here and he's pushing dudes. Like, he wants to see you play at your best every snap, and he's asking a lot out of you every day. But that's what we look for. So I'm excited about this.
What did the opportunity at the end of last year do in terms of just sort of catapulting you towards the spring and helping you develop?
It's helped my confidence in me, and I think it's helped the confidence in the coaches around me. I'm not gonna say they didn't know if I could play or not, but they probably weren't too sure. Young guys sometimes they don't be ready for the spotlight, and that was a big game, to say the least. But I feel like I was out there, I was confident. I think my confidence rubbed off on them.
This is now your third year here, and you're returning to a place that has a guy that's the entrenched starter. The way college football is, a lot of quarterbacks up and leave and go somewhere else. Was it a hard decision for you to stay in the offseason? Do you have to ever consider anything?
Not at all. I never ran away from competition. Every day I'm in here. Right now in the two, that's just my deck of the cards, and I just try to come in here every day, put my head down, grind, and also get Kyron better.
You make that decision when Tyler Bowen's the offensive coordinator, and then he up and goes somewhere else. Yeah. How surprised were you when that happens? What's your initial reaction?
I just got done giving a speech when one of my teammates had told me. I was surprised. I didn't know it was going to happen. I think the way it happened is not how he wanted. I think he planned on telling us a little earlier, but I mean, it is what it is. I was just like, I was interested to see who else was coming in so I could learn from them.
Is that a nerve-wracking moment for a player when it's like, well, this was the offense I played in, I kind of don't know what's coming up? What is the feeling in the interim before they get somebody in place?
For me, I feel like I have time. So, I mean, yeah, I was a little worried to see who came in, but I wasn't as worried as somebody like Kyron would be on his last year. I have 3 years counting this one. So, I was worried about it because obviously I want to fit into a system, but at the same time, it was like, I can try it out. I got time.
I know they fit in the system around Kyron, but how do you feel you fit into the system as they work around your skill set?
I feel like they call the plays with the quarterbacks they got. They know our strengths and our weaknesses, so I feel like they just build the offense around whoever's up.
How much was the change of offensive philosophy for you over there?
Not too much change, I would say. He kind of came in and built his offense around what we knew before. So it's just been kind of a slight adjustment, but it wasn't bad.
How are you different from when you got those starts at the end of the season last year to now? What did you learn from that you're trying to take into this spring?
I would just say I've been learning with reps. Different shells of defenses, obviously. Getting guys to rally behind you. What mojo you have to bring every day. So I think those are things I learned between last year and now.
When you watch the film from those games, now is it like?
I wish I could go back. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not sitting there eating popcorn enjoying it.
UVA game, a little bit. Duke game, I wish I could get back in the Minnesota game, definitely. But it's all trial and error. I got to learn, so I'm happy for those experiences.
Minnesota game specifically, what do you look back and how do you analyze yourself on that game?
A lot of pressure. I know they seen that from the Duke game. Just getting the ball out of my hands quicker, know where my hots are, know where my quick game's at. And, sometimes you got to be able to extend the play.
When you're a young guy like that, do you sense the defense is going to come at you?
Yeah, you just got to look for the voids in the zones. And if it's man, you're going to be able to see.
What was the winter like for you?
Winter workouts was great. I mean, we got a new strength staff. I feel like the approach from the team was different. We brought in a lot of new guys who are like-minded. And we came in, and I feel like this is probably one of the best winters we had.
IBM said he got bigger, but he also got faster. Is that the same for you?
Yes, sir. I've gained, since I've been in college, I've gained 30 pounds. But I still got my speed, I still got my wiggle, so.
And how much did you gain over this past winter with Ferg pushing you?
Ferg, he honestly didn't try to put no weight on me. He was trying to cut it up, maybe even lose weight, because when I was a little heavier, I had like a couple of injuries. Just because of how heavy I was, my body wasn't used to that. So I just been cutting it up.
So where are you at right now?
2-2.
How do you view the spring game? Is it like another practice, or does it feel like it's a little bit something more than that?
Yeah, it's another practice, another opportunity to go out there and get better for sure.
What do you want to show on Saturday? It feels like a good opportunity for the other quarterbacks besides Kyron to do some stuff.
I just want to go out there and show I can execute. That's all.
This last year's spring game where you basically had no time in the pocket is like, man, I want to show these fans time in the pocket what I can do.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I had time in the pocket. We did, Coach Mines, wide receiver guy, he wanted to push the ball down the field a lot. So we had a kind of long developing plays. And, I mean, it is what it is. But, yeah, I want to dice up the defense this year.
You mentioned bringing in transfers that are very like-minded. What do you mean by that?
They all just came in with their head down. They want to work. I know the team we had last year, I feel like we had all the talent in the world, but I feel like we didn't push ourselves, we didn't push our limits at all. This year, we've been emphasizing that with the captains like KG, Caleb Wilson, Kyron, and I feel like they came in and they've been living up to the standard that we uphold here. So,
is there, out of any of the transfers on both sides of the ball, is there one guy that stood out to you as like the hardest worker so far in spring practice?
They all work hard, so I mean, we're in here every day. We're challenging each other to get better, so nobody stood out. I feel like I'd just be happy walking in here knowing I got a guy to my left and my right that's going to give it their all.
Mobility is obviously such a big part of your game. They kind of restrict you in the spring game with that maroon, whatever jersey it's going to be on. Do you feel like that holds you back a little bit in a spring game situation where you can't take off and run, or they'll whistle it dead if a guy gets close to you?
I mean, they're making it harder on me, but it ain't about nothing. I mean, I know, the coaches know, I'm sure some of the fans know. There's a couple plays I probably would have extended, but it's just another opportunity to go out there, get the ball out of my hand quick, don't get a D-line anytime to rush.
You've had new centers this spring. What's it been like working with Kyle, Tommy, and those guys?
They've all been doing great. I feel like they've been executing up front well. Communication has been up. You just got to clean up little mistakes up front, but they've been great.
Is there one particular center who you see has been working better than the others, or are they all right around the same area?
Everybody's working hard. Everybody's been working hard.
You were a mid-year guy a couple of years ago. What did you see from AJ and Keldon in your room? On the field, also as much as it off the field, so and acclimated.
They came in with the same swag I came in with. Just feel like, they could do everything under the sun. AJ and Keldon, those are two funny guys, but they're hard workers as well. And I feel like sky's the limit for those guys.